Suella Braverman sparks debate over parental rights and counsel transparency in schools. Former Home Secretary Suella Braverman has once again placed herself at the heart of political discourse, this time raising serious questions about parental rights, education policy, and the role of local councils in decision-making around school curriculums and student welfare. In a recent public speech, Braverman expressed concern that some local authorities may not be providing parents with full clarity on educational content and school policies, particularly when it comes to sensitive topics. Her remarks have ignited both support and pushback across the political spectrum, with many welcoming a renewed focus on parental involvement in schools, while others warn against politicizing education and undermining local councils' autonomy. Speaking at a policy forum hosted by a conservative think tank, Suella Braverman voiced concerns about what she described as a growing disconnect between local councils, schools, and parents, particularly regarding how and when parents are informed about their children's learning materials. British parents have a right to know what their children are being taught, Braverman stated. We are seeing more cases where transparency is not being prioritized, and it's time for a national conversation about the rights of families and the responsibilities of our educational institutions. Braverman cited specific concerns around relationship and sex education, RSE, mental health programs, and diversity and inclusion policies, topics that have become increasingly prominent in school curriculums over the past few years. While she stopped short of accusing councils of misconduct, she argued that the current framework leaves too much discretion to local authorities and not enough oversight for parents. Local councils in the UK play a crucial role in supporting schools, shaping curriculum delivery, and ensuring compliance with national guidelines set by the Department for Education. However, the specific implementation of policies can vary by region, often reflecting community needs and the judgment of education professionals. According to the Local Government Association, LGA, councils work closely with school heads and parents to provide balanced, age-appropriate education that meets national standards. A spokesperson for the LGA responded to Braverman's remarks by saying, "Councils remain committed to transparency and to working with families. While we welcome discussion about improving communication, it's important to avoid undermining the trust that schools and local authorities work hard to build." Braverman's comments received strong support from certain political figures and parental rights groups, who have long advocated for greater say in school policy. Conservative MP Miriam Cates backed the call for more parental input, stating, "It's not about restricting what children learn, it's about ensuring parents are part of the conversation, especially when it comes to values and well-being." On the other hand, opposition voices, including several Labour MPs and education unions, accused Braverman of stoking unnecessary controversy. Labour's shadow education spokesperson, Bridget Phillipson, said, "We already have guidelines in place to ensure transparency and parental involvement. What we need is not more political interference, but more funding, more teachers, and better support services in our schools." The National Education Union, NEU, echoed those sentiments, adding that teachers are trained to deliver sensitive topics responsibly and that sudden politicization of education risks undermining classroom trust. This clash reflects a broader national and even global debate. How much say should parents have in school curriculums? Advocates for more parental oversight argue that parents deserve full visibility on what their children are being taught, especially in areas involving values, identity, and personal development. Meanwhile, educators stress the importance of professional autonomy and the need to protect inclusive learning environments from politicized pressure. "We teach children to be respectful, open-minded, and safe," one head teacher in Birmingham commented anonymously. "Most parents support this, and when they have questions, we answer them. But policy debates should be handled carefully, not in media soundbites." While no immediate legislation has been proposed, Braverman's comments could contribute to future discussions within the Conservative Party around education reform and parental rights. Some backbench MPs have already hinted at the need for clearer national standards on parental consultation, particularly in matters of curriculum development. In recent years, the Department for Education has revised its guidance on RSE and encouraged schools to publish teaching materials online. However, the interpretation and implementation of that guidance still vary, which is where much of the current debate lies. Whether one agrees with Suella Braverman or not, her remarks have reignited a conversation that many believe is overdue. At its heart is a shared concern for the well-being and development of children and how families, educators, and policymakers can work together to ensure the best outcomes. The challenge now is to navigate that conversation respectfully, without vilifying teachers or parents, and without undermining the crucial work local councils do to keep schools functioning effectively. Where do you stand on this issue? Should parents have more oversight in what's being taught in schools, or are current policies already sufficient? Drop your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. And if you value balanced political coverage, subscribe, like, and tap the bell icon to stay updated with the latest discussions shaping the UK.